We're going to bring in Rosalind Jordan now. She joins us from Washington, D.C. Ros, Trump really putting a positive spin on things here. That's despite plenty of sticking points from both Ukraine and Russia.
That's right. The original 28-point plan, which the Trump administration put forward about a week or so ago, basically, in many critics' minds, favored the Russian position. It would require Ukraine to give up a much more of its territory in the east than Russia had actually claimed during the 2.5-year-long war. It would bar the NATO countries neighboring Ukraine from stationing their forces on Ukrainian territory, and Ukraine would be required to reduce vastly the size of its military. Those were non-starters for the Ukrainian government, obviously. Now there's been negotiations both in Geneva and now in Abu Dhabi. The Ukrainians are apparently getting more of what they want in this reportedly slimmed down 20 or 21-point plan. But there are already intimations from the Russians that if they're not going to get the things that they care about most, then there isn't a deal. And even in the statement that the U.S. President Donald Trump put out late on Tuesday afternoon, he indicated that he would not be meeting either with the president of Russia or with the president of Ukraine unless there is, in his words, a final deal, one in which both sides have agreed to the terms of a deal, that there shouldn't be any outstanding points still needing to be worked out. So it's a positive statement coming from the U.S. president, but even he is cautioning that there's still work to do.
Indeed. There is, though, a real sense of urgency here from Donald Trump. He really wants to get this deal done. So what is likely to happen next? And, I mean, do we have any idea of the sorts of timings around when these meetings could take place?
Well, when the White House first put out its plan about a week or so ago, it said it wanted to see a deal done by this Thursday, which is the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States. Well, obviously, parties are still talking in Abu Dhabi. The U.S. Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, is meeting separately with Russian and Ukrainian delegations there. So there isn't a deal that has been worked out yet. There are also rumors that perhaps the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, would be coming to the U.S. in the coming days to meet with Donald Trump. But again, if you take the president at his word in his social media posting, there isn't going to be any face-to-face meeting at a top level unless there is an actual deal that can be signed. And so really the timeline has already slipped, and it really comes down to when the parties actually agree on a deal. We've been here before, and there's certainly something that Donald Trump campaigned on in the 2024 presidential election, but there is no deal as of yet, so the deadline has slipped.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Rosalind Jordan, for us in Washington, D.C.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.